11 years after his last Masters win, Tiger Woods is back on top. He took his fifth Masters title this Sunday at Augusta, completing a comeback that seemed unthinkable even a few years ago. Debilitating injuries and a turbulent personal life have overshadowed his game ever since a dramatic fall from grace back in 2009. Well, let's talk about this a bit more now with Alistair Sanford in the studio. Morning to you, Alistair.
Morning, Belle.
So, just tell us a little bit more about how he came to achieve this win and what an achievement it is for him.
It's an extraordinary achievement at the age of 43, and after such a long gap since his last victories, the last major tournament in 2008, the last Masters 14 years ago in 2005, and under 18 months ago he was outside the world's top 1,000 players. He's now back ranked at number 6. He was totally out of the game, struggling with injury. Over the last few years it was back problems. He's had 4 operations since 2014. He said the pain was so bad that he even when he lay down he was in pain. Then after the operations he realized that he could still swing a club and still had good hands, and this was shown yesterday on the course in Augusta. It was unusual for him in that he had to come from behind, but it was touch and go until the very last hole. There were no smiles on his face until he did hole the last putt, and then came an explosion of joy. And afterwards he said he was surprised because he'd just been trying to plod his way around the course all day, but he described his victory as one of the biggest wins I've ever had.
And of course this has been sort of accompanied by a difficult personal journey as well, hasn't it?
Yes, of course, everyone knows that the story goes well beyond the world of golf. Everyone remembers, of course, his fall from grace dramatically in 2009, from sporting icon to the scandal over his private life. It all came to light when he crashed his car outside the family home in Florida. That brought the revelations of infidelity. He admitted cheating on his wife, Elin Nordgren. He made a fulsome apology, but it didn't stop his marriage from breaking down later. His reputation was shattered, and as former golfer Paul Azinger said, the worst emotion anyone can feel is shame, and he's had a whole dose of it. But from being an elite athlete to the butt of many late-night jokes, but he's turned that all around. Even so, even 2 years ago, he was involved in another incident with a car. He was found asleep at the wheel, pleaded guilty to reckless driving. This time it was the prescription drugs in his system as he recovered from back surgery. Now, of course, we've got this torrent of tributes of what he's achieved now, not least from people like Donald Trump, who says, "I love people who are great under pressure." Former President Barack Obama says, after all the highs and lows, this is a testament to his excellence, grit and determination. And not least from Jack Nicklaus, the former great golfing legend whose record Tiger Woods is now chasing. He's just 3 off Nicklaus's record of 18 majors, and he says his win is fantastic for the game of golf, and he's got me shaking in my boots.